Greetings, everyone. Well, the day is almost over. This is the fourth day of eating chocolate from this advent calendar of anyway. Yeah. So today's little doodle is just going to be a quick fun one. It's going to be my interpretation of SpongeBob. Now, it's a show that I didn't really watch. Oh, I'm choking on that chocolate. Gross. Anyway, that's how real time goes. We're going to draw something kind of quick. And we'll see what happens. It's been on for quite some time. I know people really do like it. Yeah, no, I never really watched it. I can't even say that I would know any characters other than like Patrick and Squidward, I guess. And this will be pretty obvious that I have no idea what I'm doing with this character. This is off the top of the head kind of stuff. Now, I don't want anyone to get mad at me for this, which I'm sure some of you would be like, wow, why are you ruining my favorite character or something? Not my intention to ruin your favorite character. This is just I don't know. But I like doing this kind of stuff once in a while where I try to figure out how far off I am from something. When I get it, I'm far off on this one. So, a show that I think was also Nickelodeon that I did watch every so often was Ren and Stimpy. That was a weird show. I do believe that, well, when I saw it, I think it was part of like Much Music, or was on Much Music at that point. And they would give you a heads up that whatever the episode was, hopefully you paid attention to it because they were going to never air it again or something like that. So there'd be some controversy on that show every so often. I think they anticipated that there would be complaints, and they would just say right out, oh yeah, no, we're pretty sure this is the only time you're ever going to see this particular episode. So that's kind of funny that I would remember something like that. But I think the reason why I kind of mentioned the Ren and Stimpy thing is the creators of SpongeBob, or the cartoonists, or whoever, the animators, they would do these extreme close-ups every once in a while, kind of grotesque pictures. Well, they did that on Ren and Stimpy as well. That was always kind of a funny part of the show. So in my mind, I'm kind of aiming towards something like that, but not really. I don't think he wore a belt with belt buckles. Could be wrong. I didn't really go out of my way to research this either. It was just a little earlier on in the evening. I think I was flipping around and I saw part of the episode. I'm like, I wonder if I could just draw something ridiculous as part of that. I don't remember if he has cuffs on his pants. Oh well. You can kind of wear shoes like that. Oh no, let's go knee on the other side. So yes, I hope wherever you are safe and warm, and that you're prepping yourself for seasonal joy. I feel like there's a good chance that he only has 3 fingers and a thumb. Could be wrong. I feel like that's the case though. It's getting slight squareness now. Something like that. I look forward to seeing how far well, how far I am from whatever this is. I can only imagine it's super far off. So now we're going to quickly put in some color. Ooh, I don't know if I have a yellow bright enough. This is just a regular Sharpie. Let's see how this looks. Should be good enough. We'll add some other features after the main color gets added. Yes. I've always kind of wondered why certain colors just seem to be used more so than others. Like why with The Simpsons, for the most part, the people of that town are the same color as SpongeBob. That's a curiosity to me. Hints, I suppose. I think there was one character that was kind of sickly. I think his name was Wendell. Yes, Wendell. He just didn't seem so good. Now let's see here. Looking for a pinkish color. Do the gums. Slightly rosy cheeks. Red tie, I believe. I think that might be one of the colors of the sock. The other, I believe, is blue. Sure. Shoes. Well, I don't know if the shoes had shoelaces. going to say no for now because, well, I don't know, but then again, I could just put them in. Well, not really at this point. Brown pants, yes, yes. Oh, I think a version of a belt. I don't know how often any of you try to do this kind of stuff where you're just like, try to come up with what something might look like from memory, and then look after to see how horrible it is. I do this kind of stuff every so often. I feel like that should have been a little redder. Let's see what this other brown looks like. Let's find out. Not really any better. As some of you may have seen, I do still wear amber lenses. Which helps with eye fatigue, but not always in clarifying color. But at this moment, it's not really differentiating enough for me to be totally happy with it. Weird and fun. Poor SpongeBob and his square pants. Now, we're going to get in here and we're going to see if we can do some fun stuff with SpongeBob's face. Throw in some more yellow in here, a little bit darker. I don't think there was a relationship between Dilbert and SpongeBob. That just sort of popped into my head now. I'd like that. I wonder if the cartoon creators knew each other. That might be an interesting thing to find out. But I don't feel like SpongeBob was really made for kids. I could be wrong. Seemed to be kind of an odd show. Well, I don't know if there's anything else that I can do with this ridiculous Swiss cheese looking thing that I made. He is indeed wearing square pants. I feel like the eyebrows don't really do whatever it is that I was hoping for. I feel like also there's like eyelashes, maybe. Yeah, something like that. Maybe no eyebrows, I don't remember now. I feel like that might be kind of the run of what I would do as a doodle. Let's see if this will actually. No, maybe not. I was hoping that I could kind of highlight something here, but I don't know if this pen is dried out or it's just not going to work on this the way I was hoping. It is a little bit. Oh well. Well, folks, I feel like that's almost as much as I would want to do with this for now. Nostril, a slight amount of nose hair that only you and I will know about. last thing. Let's add a little bit of pink back here in the eyes. We're doing that just to add a little bit more depth. It's been a little while since I did this. Yes. To me, this is sort of the fun thing of seeing what you can do with a doodle if you just kind of keep working at it a little bit. Because it's so easy to just look at something and just go, yeah, that's enough, and then leave it alone, or go, I don't like this at all, and just crumple it up. But it's weird that you can kind of work on something until you can kind of make something out of it. But yeah, just putting a little pink around the eyeball like that kind of makes them kind of stick out a little bit. So add just a little spot there, a little spot there. A little spot there. I think for the most part, that's not that bad. Do a little bit there on the knees. And really just so that you and I know about it. We're going to put some laces in here. And only we have known. Let me go back so you can see what I did. I feel like that is going to be kind of it. This doesn't need to be anything more than what I made it. That way, when someone looks at it and says, oh yes, is that supposed to be SpongeBob? I can be like, well, kinda. That's Rectangle Robert. I don't know if he cares about certain things or what have you. I think that tooth is a little bit more extreme than it needs to be. Yes. We'll add a little trapezoidal joy to it. There you go. Well, folks, after about 33 minutes, that's about all for today's little doodle for off the top of the head SpongeBob-like character. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we'll see you at some point in the near future.